Hey guys, my name is Olga and welcome back to my channel. And today we are gonna have a new tutorial and we are gonna do this simple, beautiful eye makeup look using only affordable makeup products. So take a seat and let's go. As usual, when we start the tutorial, we think in advance how our final look will look like. And today I wanna use all space I have. So I'm gonna have something like this. I'm drawing a hint to myself. So this line is gonna be the line that I can't really cross. This line is fully parallel to the lower lid, to the lower lash line right here. And I'm gonna use all this available space for my makeup today. And as well, by doing this, we can control whether our makeup on both eyes are gonna be equal or not. And at this stage, we can check it out. For checking it out, we look forward in the mirror and check whether these two guys are more or less similar or not. They can't be fully similar. We all have asymmetry and that's okay. That's fully normal. We should just have something more or less the same on both eyes, but we shouldn't measure whether this part is more or less the same as this one. It doesn't make sense. We should just visually take a look on ourselves and think whether these two guys look more or less similar or no. For this trick, I prefer using light eyeshadows and the shade should be a little bit lighter than your skin tone. As an option, you can use a concealer or a foundation if you prefer starting your makeup from eye look. I prefer starting from face, at least I do have a base, and if it's required I can add more, of course, but yeah, I do prefer starting from the face look. Now we are moving to the base. The base, you can use as a base liquid eyeshadows, eye pencils, gel eye pencils, eyeshadow sticks, and of course eyeshadow base. I prefer using liquid eyeshadows or eyeshadow sticks. I'm not a big fan of eyeshadow primers because they don't really work for each and everyone. It really depends. If eyeshadow primers don't work for you, I suggest using liquid eyeshadows, cream eyeshadows, eyeshadow sticks. And you should be sure that this base product can fully dry down. And using these products always helps preventing creases. So if you have hooded eyes, deep eyes, try to use liquid eyeshadows or shadow sticks. I'm gonna use today these two liquid eyeshadows from Belor. So you can use any other products. luxvisage in shade 103, and it's gonna be my base for today. And belor design in shade 1, and this beauty I'm gonna use in the middle. In the middle. I'm gonna start from the darkest shade. Well, it's more like my crease shade. And I always apply such products with a brush. I never apply them directly on eyelid because when you apply products directly on eyelid, you don't know how much product you actually need, and in most of the cases you apply way too much. That's why I prefer using brushes and my hand. Grabbing a little bit of this product on my brush, and I'm gonna start from the darkest place. And it's always gonna be outer corner and the crease. This part is the darkest one, usually. This shade is not that bright, it's not that pigmented, but it's okay. It's our base, and I just simply need it for preventing creases and for having a base today. So I'm applying this shade in the outer corner, blending it a little bit out, applying it in the crease, and blending the edge as well. I'm applying the shade on the lower lid. If needed, I can layer. If needed, of course. You can do the same. One more important thing, you shouldn't have any powders if you're gonna use liquid eyeshadows, because when you start applying liquid eyeshadows over some powdery products, they can easily stuck and you would definitely have patches. And you should be careful while working with liquid eyeshadows from this point of view. You can apply them on bare skin, or you can apply them over a thin layer of your foundation or a concealer. blending this beauty, applying a little bit more right here and right here. As I've told you, it doesn't look that pigmented, but for me, it's okay. It's just the first layer and it's just simply my base. As an eyeshadow palette for today, I'm gonna use this beauty from Beauty Bay. It's fully neutral and beautiful palette and it doesn't cost a lot. Plus, you can always buy it on sale. So I'm gonna use mainly lighter shades today. But before applying these beautiful eyeshadows, I should apply a bit of a powder right here because, for instance, I may probably have some foundation, wet foundation right here, or for instance, my liquid eyeshadows are not set yet. And for preventing patches, I should apply a powder. By doing this, you can easily blend your eyeshadows and you can be sure that you wouldn't have any patches. So I'm gonna apply this powder from Belle. It's a little bit satin and I do prefer using something super thin and satin in this area. If you want to, you can apply a highlighter right here, but I don't really do it because I have a visible bone right here because I have slightly deep eyes, and if I apply a highlighter right here, my bone would be definitely brighter and more visible. That's why I never apply anything bright and light right here. You should think about it, especially if you have hooded eyes and deep eyes. With hooded eyes, it may work. With deep eyes, not really. So applying this beauty right here and can apply a little bit right here. Now it's time to move to eyeshadows, and I'm gonna use as main shades today these two guys. This one I'm gonna use as a grease shade, this one I'm gonna use as a darker shade. Today I don't wanna have something super bright, I do wanna have something simple. As an option, you can use simply one shade and apply it in the outer corner and in the crease. I'm gonna use two, just in case of showing to you. I'm gonna start from shade Cookie. It's a little bit warm. If you're a more cool tone, I suggest using this beautiful shade as a crease shade because it's a little bit gray. It's a mix of gray and brown. This one is a little bit warm. For me, that's okay. Starting from the crease, as it's my crease shade, blending the shade in all directions, especially right here. I don't use a lot right here, and I don't really apply a lot. And I don't really apply super dark shades in this area, in the crease, because I have, again, slightly deep eyes. And if I do apply something dark right here, I always blend shade out a little bit upper for not having super deep eyes. Just a small tip for you to know. And I'm moving the shade out and blending it in all directions. As well, I can add the shade a little bit in the outer corner and a little bit right here. Of course, I'm going to use another shade in this area, but as an option, as a base shade, you can use this one as well. Blending and moving the shade a little bit out. Time to change a brush, and now I'm gonna grab the one that is smaller but not super small. As a part of this look, I can easily use such brushes. If you don't have enough space, of course you should choose different sizes, because you should choose a brush depending on your anatomy actually. And if you don't have enough space, most likely you don't really need such big fluffy brushes. It really depends. Changing, and I'm gonna use this beauty shade Canyon. This one, it's a little bit darker and it's more neutral, and I'm gonna start from the outer corner, from the darkest place, from this one, applying the shade. These two on eyelid, they don't appear that different. It isn't that visible that this shade that I'm currently using is darker, but actually it is. So that's why I told you that you can easily use one shade. In some cases, of course. And applying the shade on the lower lid right here. I should finish with the darker shade in this area right here. And in most of the cases, you should do and work like this. Applying the shade a little bit, kind of blending the shade a little bit out, layering it if needed. If a brush is way too big for you, for applying it right here, you can always change it and use a smaller wad. If you want to add more definition, you must use a brush that is smaller and not that fluffy. And by doing this, you're gonna add kind of more in case you need it actually. Back to the fluffy one and blending this two. And of course, don't forget to return back to your previous shade for blending these two guys together, because we shouldn't have any kind of harsh lines between the shades. Now I'm gonna use light shade, and I'm gonna start from liquid eyeshadows from Belor Design shade 1, grabbing a little bit on my hand, and again I'm gonna use a brush, of course, for controlling amount of a product and of course for controlling where I'm gonna add the product. I always start from the center. If you want to, you can have a cut crease, it's up to you to decide. Today I don't wanna, so I'm just simply starting from the center and moving the shade in all directions right here, and I don't apply the shade in this area. This area is the darkest, so we shouldn't apply anything light here. And the brightest part is always located right here in the middle. Blending, applying more if needed, and of course I'm gonna add something light over and applying a little bit what's left above the crease. I'm gonna use a flat brush for applying as much as I can, and I'm gonna use shade Twig, and most likely a shade Bone I'm gonna add in the inner corner. So grabbing this beauty, and again I'm gonna start from the center. If you want, I want today, most likely you can apply later on a kind of a nice topper over, and today I will add it. Starting again from the center, if needed you can layer what's left on my brush, moving to the inner corner a little bit and a little bit to the outer corner. And I'm gonna return back to my darkest shade, blending the edge right here. So no need to worry about it right now. Applying a little bit above the crease as well, but just a little bit. Back to the darkest shade I used today, and I'm kind of applying and moving the shade over the lightest one and blending the edge. And in the inner corner, I want to add the lightest matte shade from this palette. It's called Bone, and actually it has a bit of pink undertone. It's not that visible, but still it does have it. And adding the shade in the inner corner and blending the shade into the previous shades. Moving to gel eyeliner, my pencils. And near the lash line right here, I'm gonna use eyeliner from Trended Up. And today I'm gonna use something kind of neutral brown. If you wanna have something brighter, suggest using black. But today I'm gonna use brown. And the trick is adding the shade between the lashes. And especially, I wanna do it for covering, not covered every area. By pushing the shade between the lashes, your lashes kind of appear more visible and more noticeable. Doing the same thing near the inner corner, right here. If you want to, you can add a little bit right here as well. I'm gonna show it to you, but just a little bit. And if you want to do it, don't forget to blend it, of course. Grabbing a brush and blending a little bit the edges right here. And you should blend the shade a little bit into your basic eyeshadows. And in the waterline, today I want to add something super neutral. If you want to have your eye bigger, use something light, matte, light in the waterline. If you want to have just a little bit of something, try such shades. They are super neutral and they always work and look nicely in the waterline. I'm using the one from, what do we call it? I think it's called MACQUEEN New York or something. It's a makeup brand from Korea. Not the best one product. It looks okay, but it's a little bit firm, in my personal opinion. You can easily find some similar shades from Maybelline or L'Oreal. They have some, if I'm not mistaken. Applying the shade right here. If you want to, you can keep this look fully matte. And actually, we are more or less done. Only lashes are left. If you want, you can add false lashes. And today I'm gonna use false lashes and probably, well, not today. Today I will do it in the background. Probably next time we will do something together. But if you don't want to keep it like this, fully matte, you can always add a bit of a topper. I'm gonna use a highlighter from Essence, My Heartbeat Disco. It's a kind of a dupe to Beloved Penny Beauty, and I'm gonna add a bit of this topper in the center. Starting from the center, moving it a little bit, and applying. Just a little bit. I don't want to have something super metallic today. I just simply want to have extra glitters. And don't forget to apply a little bit above the crease, especially if you have hooded eyes or deep eyes. So when you're gonna look forward, everyone would be able to see your beautiful sparkles. If you want to apply more, of course you can always apply more. Look at it. I want to share with you some things related to false lashes. I don't really like such false lashes. I always create something myself. And for doing this, I use such false lashes. I do prefer this one. I order them from Shein, from Temu, from AliExpress. It doesn't make sense paying a lot for them. It doesn't make sense, really. And if you prefer something kind of for daily looks, these two are the best of the best. And of course you need glue and you need the tweezer. And a small tip for you: for yourself, buy a glue that is fully transparent. It looks white, but when it dries down, it looks fully transparent. Don't buy the black one. I have one and I want to finish it. The truth is that you can easily kind of put some dots, I would say, on your makeup, and that's okay. And that's why it's better to take something full transparent, because it's not that easy to remove some glue from your eyelid. That's why I can't suggest you buying black glues for yourself. And of course, as an option, you can use these basic lashes. It's up to you. But if you want to try something kind of for daily looks, something that would look as your real lashes, try this. And if you don't know how to work with them, take a tweezer. Where's my tweezer? And you should, as you can see, you should take it out a little bit. Oh, it was a bad idea. Okay, you should take a little bit out. You should have some glue right here, and you should put this small end to your glue, and then you put your lashes on. And one more small tip for you: keep at least a bit of space right here in the outer corner, because I can always see that people apply lashes till the end, and when they wear lashes, their eye look, it looks like kind of like a person is a little bit sad, and these lashes are way too, I would say, heavy, and they kind of turn an eye into the other directions. For avoiding this issue, just leave a bit of space right here, 2 millimeters or something like this. So it shouldn't be a lot, but right like this, just like this. And it's going to be way better, especially if you have hooded eyes. It makes sense. And if your outer corner is lower than inner corner, so it looks like this. Okay, if you put lashes till the end, it would look it would emphasize your issue. So that's why keep a bit of a space right here. Now I'm gonna put my lashes on and we'll talk a little bit. Finished look. And currently, as a part of this full look, this eye makeup look looks like something that might be used for a wedding, and that's true. This kind of look is a basic wedding look, and it's not that matter when you're gonna wear this eye look. You can easily wear it for a wedding, you can easily wear it for your evening event, or you can just simply wear it daily. I wanted to show you a basic idea, and now it's up to you to decide how to wear this look. I like it, I think that it's basic and it should work nicely in all the cases. Let me tell you what I'm wearing currently on lips. Two affordable products as well. Lip liner from Eveline. Oh, no, sorry, not from Eveline. I wanted to take Eveline, but I took Maybelline in shade 7 and this beautiful peach lipstick from L'Oreal in shade 500. I wanted to say 200. Sorry, happens. It's a basic peach and quite long-lasting lipstick. I like it, and this combo looks great. Suggest both products. Back to our eye look. Today I'm wearing false lashes, basic false lashes, and it's up to you to decide whether you wanna wear them or no. If you're gonna do this look, eye look for some events, I suggest wearing false lashes, at least a little bit, at least basic, because your eye look would look finished. If you wanna do this look for some daily needs, why not? In this case, you can skip false lashes and just simply use your mascara and it would look nicely as well. If you have cold undertone, if you're a cool tone girl, you can easily use other shades. Today I use something more neutral warm, but if you're a cool tone girl, I suggest wearing something a little bit cool tone, and as an option try this palette from Romand. I think it's a nice one and it's a little bit cool tone. We have beautiful crease shades here that are kind of cool tone, and of course as an option you can use this beautiful palette from Beauty Babe. I think that it's gorgeous. For this money, this palette is amazing, and we have quite many cool tone shades here. If you're neutral, you can do whatever you want. Talking about such toppers, it is a highlighter. It's just simply a highlighter, and you can use any highlighters on your eyelids. It's not matter. It's not really matter. If you want to just add a bit of glitters, why not? Why not? Of course, as a part of this look, instead of using fully matte eyeshadows over your eyelid, you can use something more metallic. Of course, again, it's up to you to decide. But if you want to keep it fully matte, I can get it. I like fully matte looks. They look nicely. And yeah, I can definitely suggest you, by the way, this palette, of course, because I like it and I think that it's perfect. And yeah, if you want to shine a little bit, just simply add such beautiful product. This product is not really super long lasting, so I suggest applying it over something. Ideally, if you have what do we call it, glitter glue, NYX has one. You can apply this product over such products, and this product should stay longer. Or you can try to find something that is going to be more long lasting. Talking about eyeshadows I use today, I can definitely understand that it's not that easy to find them. You can find them in belors. And yeah, they are cheap. Instead, you can use liquid eyeshadows from Glam Shop. Glam Shop is a nice makeup brand from Poland. It's affordable and you can easily order it. One more option, eyeshadow sticks from Colourpop, from Maybelline, from L'Oreal. They are great and you can use them easily instead. And by using such products, your makeup would definitely stay longer in place and it shouldn't crease. If for some reasons you used liquid eyeshadows, you used over them pressed eyeshadows, and your makeup creases, in this case, you should use more pressed products. So, and you should layer such liquid eyeshadows. For instance, you apply a first layer of liquid eyeshadows, wait a little bit till the first layer is fully dried down, and then apply a second layer, just a little bit, especially near these areas where we have some creases. Time to time, layer there. Later on, apply a powder over the way we did today, but apply it fully on your eyelid and then back to pressed eyeshadows. And in your case, you should layer a little bit more pressed eyeshadows. And in this case, your eye makeup should stay till the end of the day. And even, even, it may stay till the next day, honestly. Honestly, yes, it should be the case. So let me know down below, what do you think about this look and what do you want to see next? I hope you enjoyed this video, and if yes, don't forget to put a thumbs up, of course, and consider subscribing. I wish you a pleasant day, and I hope to see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.